Engines roar like thunder down the straight. Scarlet lights ignite, there's no escape. Pure speed syndicate, flying on the edge. Every heartbeat races, living on the ledge. Steel and fire in the temple of speed. History whispers, but tonight we lead. Every corner bends to will and flame. Chasing glory, chasing name. Midnight in Monza, the city alive. After the circuit, we burn and we drive. Neon reflections, the river won't hide. Pure speed forever, the night is alright. Through the cobblestones, laughter in the air. Champagne echoes, victory everywhere. Lanterns flicker, shadows dance in gold. Stories of the track, legends retold. From the parabolica to streets of fire, engines to echoes, we never tire. The syndicate rises, bound by speed. Fade in the throttle, we bleed what we need. Midnight in Monza, the city alive. After the circuit, we burn and we drive. Neon reflections, the river won't hide. Pure speed forever, the night is alright. Whispers of vengeance fade into dawn, but the spirit of Monza forever lives on.
Tonight's commentary is from the one and only Gavin. He's a legend in his own head, but he's not a bad spud. Have fab race and enjoy Gavin's top-class coverage of this fabulous race at Monza. Take it easy into the first corner, and don't be a dickhead. Safe and clean racing, lads. Good luck, all PSS drivers.
Finally, The Rock says, drivers, start your engine!
Engines screaming down the straight, torches in the night can't hesitate. Rubber bikes, the fire and ground, crowds erupt with the thunderous sound. No chains, no brakes, no fear. The syndicate is shifting into gear. In the heart of Spain, the battle's alive. One shot of glory, we're hear the tires scream, living on the razor edge of a dream. The flag waves high, but we're never done. In Spain tonight, we're second to none. Pure speed, light it up, set the track on fire. When the steel is burning, with a steel desire. Pure speed, light the edge, never back down. Pure speed syndicate, we wear the crown. Engines fade, but the fire remains. Legends are written in the heart of Spain. Pure speed, forever we ride.
Well, good evening, everybody. That's me just checking my microphone and making sure everything is ready for tonight's race. And it's good evening from Gavin Bass 1. And behalf of a lot of the lads from WERAC League, you're getting messages from some of the lads there. Good luck, lads, racing tonight from John and everyone at WERC. Absolutely brilliant to see the love between all of these different leagues and the community that's growing between the two leagues. Absolutely super. Hey, James. I'm listening, Gavin. Remember, no showing the crashes. Please do show. All right. Everybody's getting involved on Twitch. That's what I love to see. And unbelievable to have you all on board here this evening. I'm Gavin Bass 1. This is Pure Speed Syndicate Racing League on a Saturday night. This is the big one. The nerves have settled in and the toilet rolls have been delivered to the pits on a container for all of you guys to sit down and get rid of all of those bottom nerves. I'm a new face in this race, by the way, if you didn't know. You are very, very welcome, Tiger, and it's absolutely super to see you on board. I'll be on board with you at some stage tonight, and I'll be showing the world exactly what you've got, sir. So, really looking forward to seeing what you've got in the tank tonight at Monza. Let's hope we've got a dry race tonight, but you know, Monza, it can be a little bit unpredictable at times, and it can be a little bit wet, but at the moment it looks like we've got a lovely dry evening in Monza. Going down your drivers this evening, we've got Dirty Taff in the Red Bull. In the Haas, we've got one Tagger, and in the Kick Saba, we've got Cairns. We've got Esky Boy in the Ferrari. We've got LF James in the McLaren. His teammate tonight is Rock Robs in the McLaren. We've got Poshiki or Pohiski in the Alpine, and in the Aston Martin tonight we've got Kay Galley. MJ Ryan is in the kick this evening, and Rossi is in the Racing Bull, and he's just heading out. Somebody's already clipped the barrier there. Lovely to see. Etherbright is driving the Haas this evening, and IBN18. I done coverage for his league last night. He is the boss of WERC, and it is absolutely fabulous to see him supporting this league on a Saturday night. Then we've got Thatcher's. He's driving the Alpine this evening. JDM 1477 is in the Williams, and we have Not Cross Frog in the Mercedes. Then there's a name that I've seen before and very, very welcome is the Gooner. I think I've raced against the Gooner at some stage, some league. If the Gooner is listening, could you let me know what league we used to race in together? I remember having lots of different fun with you on track. Then we've got the Ferrari of Hydrogen, and we've got the Raging Hawk. He's the owner and the man behind putting this all together for you this evening. And we're going to have a lovely little treat this evening in between the quali and the race. And Raging Hawk has been very, very busy this week. He's been creating new logos, intros, advertisements, media stuff. He has been tormenting the internet with absolutely fabulous press about this league. And I have no doubt, like WERC last night, WERC, this league is going to absolutely turn into something quite special. Then we've got Snooze, and Snooze is driving the Mercedes tonight. And then last but not least on the list, we've got Kieran, and he's driving the Williams. So let's just see, we'll just actually stay on Kieran, because Kieran's on a lap, and he's in the Williams, and he's going to set a lap for us this evening. Let's see what he's got. Let's have you, Kieran, into the chicane he goes. Round the Curva Grande. 197 miles per hour at the moment, right up to 199, slamming into that chicane. And down they go towards a little technical part of this track. Unbelievable track is Monza. It's got a nickname, and I'll be giving you all the details later about the nickname of this track as they go down to Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. Very, very famous corners here, and they are absolutely banging it down here at 207. The Gooner has put in a 119.413, so he has set the stall out for the rest of the drivers this evening in a provisional P1. Great lap, the Gooner. Good to see it, and really lovely to see you here this evening. We have definitely been together at some stage. Into the right-hander he goes. 41% of the battery left on the Williams here, and we're on board with Kieran. And over the line he goes, and he sets a beautiful 119.803, and that puts him provisional third. Riding on board with Pohiski in the Alpine. He's on a lap, and that car in front of him is going to need to move, and he does quite nicely. No time lost there. Into the right-hander, he slams it. He's driving the Alpine this evening. A lot of these guys are new names to me, and it's going to take me just a little while to get used to it all. But Kieran's has just put in a 119.309, and he knocks the Gooner down into second position, and that's the kick on pole right now this minute. Down into fifth gear. Keeps a beautiful lot of traction here. This is looking like a respectable lap here from Kieran's. That's a 127, and that puts him in to ninth place in that Alpine. Unbelievable stuff here this evening. Look how close those first laps are together. Lots and lots of really, really good banker laps. And I'm going down with LFC James. Let's see what the LFC James can do this evening. Driving the McLaren and coming into the very last right-hander of this quali lap here in Monza. This is PSS Racing, pure syndicate racing at its very best this evening in a beautiful sunny day in Monza. Over the line he goes, 12th position at 1:20.995. James had a great race last night with WERC. On with Etherbright. Let's see what he can do in this Haas car this evening. Takes it absolutely as close to the white line he goes, and he's off. 210 right up to 213 miles per hour, touching 214, slams it into the chicane, takes that beautifully. Little wide there, but he's fine. All the guys pulling over, love to see that. Hugging the right-hander as close as he possibly can. He is travelling at an amazing 200 miles per hour going into this another tight chicane. He takes that nicely over the curb, heads down towards the Lesmo 1. Round that Lesmo 1 he goes, and he's going to head down towards Lesmo 2, and he's banging it down here. This could be a very, very solid lap. Come on, Etherbright. Hits the DRS. 208, 9, 10, 11, up to 211 miles per hour round this very, very fast part of the circuit. Takes all of the rumble strip there on the right, and he's heading down towards his final right-hander. Let's see what Etherbright can post here this evening. .120 on the dot, and that puts him in 20th position. Sorry, 6th position. Me bad. Absolutely fine. That's a good old lap, sir. Well done. Great banker lap, and you are definitely on for a decent starting position this evening. I know you can better that, and I'll be looking out for you. Let's have a lap with Ryan. He's driving the kick. This is his first attempt, and this is going to be Ryan's banker lap in this kick sob of the night. James forgot to use DRS. First mistake of the evening for Mr. James. I must admit, this lad keeps me very amused with his errors. I'm going to make a little montage at the end of the season for James, just for some of his fantastic comedian type moves on these tracks. He's got a great personality. He's not a bad driver whatsoever, so don't you dare, at your peril, rule James out of this race. He was right up there yesterday in the battles and had a great wee race. 212 miles per hour. Absolutely bangs the brakes on, gets that beautifully. Oh yes, he's going very well here, is MJ Ryan. Oh, beautifully round that corner. This deserves to be a very good lap. What's he got? Oh, beautiful lap there for MJ Ryan in the kick. He gets a third position there at 1:19.4. So he's in P3 at the moment, and he is just putting some markers out there for everyone to say, you know what, MJ Ryan's in town, and he's definitely got the pace, and he's going to be one to be looking for this evening. Let's ride on board with Rossi. Rossi's trying to beat that 1:19.539 that he's already set. Oh, De Gooner, he puts in a 1:19 dead, all but about 700ths of a second. So somebody's going to knock this into the 1:18s, that's for sure. So Rossi's just building up his battery, and he's going to go for it on this lap. So off he goes. Hits the DRS. Look at that top speed, 212 miles per hour, 63% of the battery left. Let's see what he's got at the end of sector 1. Is there any improvement? If there is, I'll stay on board. If not, I'll jump onto somebody else. Oh, he's down by nearly 1 second, so he's not improving on this lap. On with hydrogen, he's in the Ferrari. He's trying to better the 1:20.015, so let's see what he's got at the end of this lap. Oh, bang, is it into P2. Hydrogen, take a bow, sir. What a phenomenal lap. Provisional P2 for you, and that was a solid lap. On with Crossfrog, he's driving the Mercedes. He's trying to better that 1:19.784. Into the pits he goes. On with Etherbright. He wants to try and better that 1:20.0. He wants to get into the 19s. Let's see what Sector 2 does. Keep your eye very, very sharply focused on the top right-hand corner to see if there's any improvement on Sector 2. No, he's a second down, so we're not going to stay on board there. On McKay Galley. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on with the boss man. He's driving the Red Bull, and he's going out to try and better this 1:19.560. So let's see what the Raging Hawk has got in his tank this evening here in Monza. .210, right up to 211. Smashes it into the right-hander. Could have taken that a little better, but he's okay. Off he goes. Let's see what he's got at the end of Sector 1. Can he better it? Yes, he's nearly 2/10 up so far. Keep it going, Bridging. Keep it going, sir. Love to see you in the top 3 here. Round Lesmo 2 he goes. Oh, he's flying. I don't know what the Raging Hawks had for dinner tonight, but it looks like he's had roast beef, all the trimmings, some Yorkshire tooting, and he has definitely put some magic powder in his dinner. He's now nearly 4/10 up, and he is in for a 1:19.3, I reckon. Maybe even a 1:19.2. Just leaves a little bit of battery for the start-finish line, and I am definitely going for a 1:19.2. Let's see what he's got. Oh, even better. Take that, Gavin. I'll just put it in pole position, and the Raging Hawk gets a 1:19.062. And the Raging Hawk says to the rest of the field, you know what, guys? I may be the boss, and I'm a boss for some reason, and the reason is I'm so feckin' fast. Well done, sir. Take a bow. Two minutes and 38 left. On with Dirty Taffy. I'm going to just stay on board with Dirty Taffy for his fast lap and see what he's got. Just have a wee flick, actually, up to MJ Ryan to see if he's out there. Yeah, MJ Ryan's out there, and he's going to try and set a faster lap, is he? He's not using any aids at the moment. So he's just cruising. On with Happy. Over the line he goes. $313 miles per hour. Oh, Kieran's has just put in a 1:18.9, and he has done what we thought would happen, and he has broken the 1:18 barrier, and he's now pole position in that kick Saba, and what a lap he has just put in. Sorry I wasn't on board to watch that lap, sir, but what a lap it was, and well done. Come on, Dirty Taffy, let's have you. Into sector 2, where is he? Oh, he's 3/10 up. So Dirty Taffy just might get into the 119s if he can keep it going. But I do think this could put him into about a P15 or P14 right now if he can keep her lit. Oh, he's backed off. He didn't like the end of it. Or did he run out of fuel? I'm not too sure what happened to him there. On with Snooze. Oh, he gets a bit nervous round that corner. He just didn't handle that corner very smoothly at all. And I don't think Snooze is going to improve here. Let's see what the end of sector 2 says. No, he's 4 down. Tiger invalidated his lap, and it would have been a 1:19.6. Hard luck, Tiger. You're still in P12. It's a long race. So just get that head down, get the concentration going, and you'll be absolutely fine. So Daguner stays in P2 with a 1:09 on the button. He just nearly broke the 1:18 barrier there, or the 1:19 barrier. But it looks like Kears has got P1 this evening, unless somebody knocks him off really late here. But as far as I can see, that is the end of the quali this evening. So while the lads finish up here, just remember, guys, to take a 5-minute break. That gives you time to get all of your setups in. I'm going to play a lovely little video that the Raging Hawk put together during the week to promote this league, and also to give the other leagues that are associated with this league a little bit of love. So I'm going to play that for you this evening, and when you're watching it back, I would say you will all really, really enjoy this. It's a lovely bit of work, and well done to Raging Hawk. So enjoy.
engines growl, grids lock tight. Pure speed syndicate built for the fight. We don't play dirty, but we don't play slow. Respect on track, every rival knows. Weekend warriors, nah, this is a shift. Lap after lap, precision's the gift. Pit cool sharp, strategy loaded. Checkered flags ours, destiny coded. Saturday, Sundays, full attack mode. UK clocks ticking, time to unload. Quali short race, long nerves of steel. Yeah, we got assist, but skill runs real. Pure speed syndicate, crowds on fire. Wheel to wheel combat, fuel rubber desire. World car Sunday, no room for shame. Write it in bold, you'll remember the name. Rise, APX, VD cruise tight. World of sport racing, family for life. Engines screaming like banshees at dawn. Dreams on throttle, legacy drawn. Saturday, 8 PM, the lights go green. The syndicate's kingdom, on track we reign supreme. Sunday, 6 PM, the legends return. World cars ignite, engines burn. And it's not just racing, it's trust, it's pride. Clean lines, fair fight, shoulder to side. We battle, we banter, we laugh, we grind. Pure speed syndicate, one of a kind. Enter Kevin Bass, Irish Storm. 60 on paper but team form. Calls every spin, every dive, every wall. Makes mid-pack drama sound like a brawl. Fans on edge, jaws unhinged. Every risky send, every last lap binge. His voice is the fuel, the hype, the spark. Turns sim racing nights into history's mark. Ay. Every vex with the pressure, they push to the brink. Rise in the skies, faster than you think. VD on rails, carving every bend. World of sport racing, family to the end. No rivals here, just fire and grit. Allied on track, every piece fits. Together we battle, together we thrive. Leagues united, keeping racing alive. No soft start. Partnered leagues and syndicate steel heart. Per PX max push, rise takes flight. Lead runs daylight, world league ignites. Together we charge, together we stand. Titles won by wheel, not hand. Respect and speed, side by side. Syndicate pride, our eternal guide. Pure speed syndicate, engines scream. Partnered leagues rolling, fans in the stream. Every flag dropped, carved in flame. With Gavin on the mic, you'll never forget the name.
So what do you think of that, guys? Wasn't that awesome? An amazing bit of graphical and media work from your league owner, the Raging Bull. Really, really, really love that piece of work. It's incredible stuff, and it just shows you the commitment that this lad has to make this league one of the best leagues out there. All of you guys should be absolutely proud to have a seat in this league, and I can tell you something, this league is going to grow, and it's going to be like some of the other leagues that I do commentary on. I only and love to comment on people that have enthusiasm, and I can tell you this lad has got buckets full of it. You're getting some nice messages in there. James smashed his front wing on the outlap. I'm not so surprised to hear that, Mr. James. And you're also getting a message from Misfit John. Well done, everybody, in the qualifying, and good luck for the race. So you're getting lots of comments from different people. I'm Gavin Bass 1. This is Pure Speed Syndicate on a Saturday night at Monza. And for those who don't know, if you've got an Amazon Prime, you can go in there, you can subscribe, you can get rid of those adverts, and you can do it for free if you are an Amazon Prime customer. So there you go. Oh, we are very nervous on the start of this race. It was a battle between Daguner and Cairns. I think those were the names. You have to remember Commodore, I am an old man and my memory has gone. So you're asking me questions that I am really trying to remember. Sorry about that, buddy, but you're going to see it in very good time. The lads are adjusting their tire pressures. They're doing everything they can. And right now, I'm going to give you some facts on Monza track. It is 5,793 kilometers long, which is 3.6 miles. In total, there are 11 corners. There's 7 right, and there are 4 left. The nickname of this track is the Temple of Speed. You've got the Curva Grande, you've got Lesmos 1 and 2, and you've got that famous Parabolica. Safety car percentage tonight, the chances of it is 50%, and there's also a 38% chance of a virtual safety car. The pit loss time at this track is 24.3 seconds, and that includes the 2.5 seconds for the lads to put new tyres on the car. Obviously, if you've got wing damage or any other damage that needs repaired, that will add to that time. So pit times are crucial here. And just remember, guys, the F1 25 platform is much different than the 24, and you got to hit those brakes ever so slightly early, because I'll tell you what, all week I've been seeing 10-second penalties for speeding in the pit lane. So you definitely need to get off that throttle and onto the brakes a lot earlier than you used to. And we're just now ready to go on for the formation lap here this evening. So there you have, Kearns is 1. He's in P1 in the kick. Driving the Aston Martin is De Gunner. In 3rd position is PSS, the Raging Hawk. In 4th, in that beautiful Ferrari, is Hydrogen. In 5th, you've got JDM 1477 in the Williams. In 6th, in that lovely green kick Sauber, driving it tonight is MJ Ryan. In 7th, in the Racing Bull, is Rossiwo. In 8th, driving the Mercedes tonight is not Crossfrog. The Alpine tonight is piloted by Pochowski. In the McLaren, in 10th position, you've got Rock Robs. And in the 2nd Williams this evening, you've got Kieran in the Williams. In 12th position, and the 2 Haas's are together, you've got 1 Tiger and you've got Etherbright, both driving the Haas cars this evening. Then you've got the owner of the WERC League is IBN 18. Then in LFC James, he has had a problem and he has been demoted and put on the naughty step, and he's right back on the grid with a set of cold tyres. Don't know what happened to him. I wasn't there. It wasn't on AI why I'm out of the formation lap. Okie dokie. Don't worry about it. Then you've got the Ferrari of Esquiboy. Then 17th position in the Alpine, you've got Thatcher's. Then you've got Kay Galley in the Aston Martin. Dirty Taffy, 19th position in that Red Bull. And last but not least, you've got Snooze, and he's driving the Mercedes this evening. So LFC James and also Raging Hawk must have got some sort of a problem on that out lap, and they have been put on the naughty step this evening, and we're going to see who can park their car correctly tonight. We'll get that telemetry on, and we'll get everything up at the minute. We'll have a look at those tyre positions, mostly on mediums. In fact, it's a bit of a halfway house there, half on mediums, half on hards. So some of the lads are wanting to go for the longer stint. Here we go. Pure Speed Syndicate, off they go in Monza, and they're off to a decent start. And it looks like that Aston Martin. Oh, there's a bit of a bumpy going on there with the Racing Hawk. Don't know what happened there. I'm going to follow them. Oh, there's a lot of carnage going on there at the front and in the back. And that's not the start that these lads would have wanted in this race at Monza. Not a good start whatsoever. And the Raging Hawk is right back in P19. What happened to him? He's had to let everybody through. Is he carrying any damage? Doesn't look like it, so he's going to have to reset and keep going. But the Gooner has made a phenomenal start, and already that Aston Martin has got himself out of the DRS zone of Hydrogen in P2. But Hydrogen's going to chase him down, and look at the guys coming in behind here. Unbelievable. Let's see them round this corner. Make sure they're keeping it clean. Are there any incidents? No, everybody's keeping it fairly deep. Look at that Ferrari. That Ferrari is wanting to make a move. That's Esky Bright, or Etherbright. Sorry, it's not. It's Esky Boy. And he's trying an inside move. The two Haas's are blocking him. Unbelievable stuff here. Round they go. The Haas takes the inside line. He makes it stick, and he's got himself up into P11. So the two Haas's stay together, and they're going to work together. Let's see what's happening at the back. Anything happening here? Nothing too exciting. Unbelievable start, but look at this. Here's Kears. There's been an incident here too. So everybody just needs to settle down. There's going to be a few tickets flying in here tonight because there has been incidents. But anybody that's watched my commentary before, you will know that I don't take any sides or make any comments. I just try to cover the race. Oh, look at that round that corner. That Williams. There's a lot of pushing going on here. And those two Williams have now got themselves up into P4 and P5. That's Kieran and that's JDM. Let's have a look and see what the position changes are. Phenomenal start for Kieran. He's up 7, so he started in 11th and he's now in 4th. Unbelievable. Hey Galley is up 5 and Eskaboy is up 4. The biggest loser tonight is Kieran's. It looks like Kieran's maybe out of the race. Yes, we've got a DNF and Kieran's is out of the race. That is really, really unfortunate because he was right up there. Absolute disaster. Rossi. Rossi's trying to make a move on Kieran. But that was Kears that DNF. Little touch on the back and he just gets himself squirrely there. And he's had to let about 3 or 4 drivers through there. And that has cost him dearly. And look at that Haas taking him in the inside. And that's an absolute battle of fury going on here. And this is really, really tight stuff. And very, very, very close. Oh, yellow flags are out. And that Haas went off the track there. And he has had to regain himself. Oh, man. Oh, no. LFC James has DNF'd. He has wrecked it. And I think we might have our first safety car of the evening. I really do believe we've got a safety car. They're all diving into the pits. So off those mediums, the medium runners will come. And they're going to stick those hards on. And the guys that started on the hards will more than likely stay out there. Well, at least, James, you can come in and keep me company, sir. Because it's always good to have somebody in there. Keep me company. Jump on the switch. I bended on those fast 2 corners and couldn't regain traction. Hard luck, bud. It does happen. It is racing. Don't get too disheartened. At least you can jump in here with your Uncle Gavin and have a bit of fun. And yes, we do have a safety car and it's going to take just a little minute for everybody to regain here. So that is my cue to go and get myself a double espresso, and cold tires cooked me. Oh well, James. At least you know what happened and at least you've learned by it, and next week and the next time you know not to go so hard. This is just a mistake that everybody makes to try to win that race on the first few laps. And you know what? You're better just hanging in behind and picking them off one by one. Especially on the hard tires. If it was the hards you started on, you just let them warm up for 3 or 4 laps and you start picking them off. Certainly that's how I do it. I'll be back with you all very, very shortly, and thanks everybody for tuning in tonight for this PSS race in Monza. I'll be back when I get a wee quick cup of coffee. Quite a few people watching tonight. They're jumping on board. They want to watch the rest of this race. This is lap 6, and it has come clean. Off they go. It looks like they're away, and we're going to follow them round this corner. All keeping it clean. It all looks pretty good to me. So they're off. They're now starting to settle into this race. And Thatcher's, LFC James and Cairns is out of this race, and they have all DNF'd. So we're down to 17 drivers, and I'm just going to try and pick out the battles as they start to happen. Look at that Ferrari. On board with Esky Boy. Etherbright gets a 3-second penalty for warning. Let's see what those penalties are doing. There you go. 10 seconds for the Raging Hawk. Don't know what he got that for. Possibly speeding under safety car, or else speed limit in the pits. I'm not too sure how he got that. But look how close this is. Bangs it into the right-hander. Oh, look at the kick. The kick loses traction. DRS is now enabled, and that kick has just gone right back into P14. That was Ryan, and he made a terrible mistake there. Oh, there's lots of moves being made here. Look at this one on the inside. The two Astons are together. Oh, yes, he makes it happen, and that's the Gunner into P7, and he's starting to make real problems there for the rest of the drivers. He's a quick lad. Let's ride on board with the Gunner. Oh, the two Aston Martins have touched. That is not good. And the Gunner and G Golly are both, oh my goodness, what's going on here? 3-second penalty for snooze. Is there any wing damage? No, there's not. But that has set a really, really fast driver back into P15, and the Gunner will be absolutely furious with that. Dirty Taffy gets a 3-second penalty, and it's all starting to happen. On with Esky Boy. I was just about to say, I think they're all starting to settle down, but I don't think there's too much settling down here. This is absolute battles from hell going on. Look at that kick. That's Ryan. Look at him coming up the inside. Does he make it stick? He's trying so hard to make the outside move on that Racing Bull, and he does. He gets himself up at the P8, and he's now chasing down Crossbrook in the Mercedes. And look at Ryan. We're just going to stay on board. He is flying. Up the inside he goes. He has to stick the brakes right on there and give that Mercedes a bit of grace, and he will keep pushing. On the P1. A nice little battle of three here. JDM, Tiger and Kieran are all having a battle for the first position. So I'm going to run down your drivers as they are on track right now. It's Williams, Kieran, JDM, and right behind him in third position is 1Z Tiger. Then we've got Pushiki in P4 in that Alpine. Right behind him is Hydrogen in P5 in the Ferrari. And then in P6, Snooze also gets a 3-second penalty. I'm glad I didn't catch your crash too, buddy, or it would have went on to your montage. I'm actually going to write a song about you, and I'm going to put a montage together because it's just comedy gold, sir, and you deserve it. Dirty Taffy, P7 in the Red Bull. In the kick, in 8th position, is MJ Ryan. Crossfrogs in 9th in the Mercedes, and he's getting a little push from... Oh, look at this. What about... Oh, no, there's another incident. Oh, my goodness, it's yellow flag. Oh, my goodness. Heather Bright's involved in that. And there's wing damage there. There's a pit stop for one. Raging Hawk was also involved on it. He's riding with no left end plate, so he's going to have to pit. And things are really, really getting a little untidy here in Monza, while these three guys at the front and the two Williams are going to dominate this race if they play the team game together. And you know what? If I was Kieran and I was JDM, I would just swap positions on each DRS straight and I would pull away. I think that's what we're going to see here. I think we're going to see absolute domination unless one Tiger can start to pull in that position. On the Crossfrog. Wow. So Rock Robs is out, Thatcher's is out, LFC James is out, and Cairns is out of this race here at Monza. I'm Gavin Bass 1. This is the PSS, which stands for the Pure Speed Syndicate Racing League, and we're in Monza this evening, and there's been absolute carnage. We've had one safety car, and we're on with Rossi. Rossi's trying to make a move on the Gunner, and this is really, really tight stuff going on with the Gunner. But if this is the same Gunner that I know, this lad has got lots of race time under his belt. He's an experienced driver, and he will know what to do in situations like what he has been in. Oh, Rossi gets a wee bit wide there in the Racing Bull. So again, I'm going to go down those drivers, and I'm not going to focus on anything, only the positions. In one, JDM in the Williams. Right behind him, his teammate is Kieran, and he's in the Williams also. So the Williams 1-2 right now. Hydrogen in P3, all out in his own in that Ferrari. In P4, we've got Poshiki, and he is in the Alpine, and he's all out on his own. MJ Ryan, all out on his own in the Kick Sauber. In 6th position, we've got Crossfrog, and he's in the Mercedes. But right behind him, he's got the Gunner coming, and he's in the Aston Martin. And right behind the Aston, we've got Rossi. Then we've got Escaboy, and then we've got IBN the owner of WERC League. Moves being made here. And just look at those penalties clocking up on the back, guys. One tagger in the Haas in 11th. Then you've got Snooze with 9 seconds of penalties. We've got the Racing Hawk with 13 seconds of penalties. He will be cross. Dirty Taffy is in the pits and he's carrying 3-second penalties on that Red Bull, but he comes out with a fresh set of tyres and resets himself. Kay Galley in 15th in the Aston Martin, and right at the back at the moment is Etherbright in this Haas car. So the Williams are doing exactly what we thought they would do. They are playing the team game and they're now pulling out a 5.5 second lead on the third position of Hydrogen. And if they play the team game here, I can't see anybody beating these two guys. Let's see what tyres they're on. Are they both on the hard tyres? They are. Lap 11 and both on hard tyres. This is a race winning position. These two Williams are both in. Wow. Sip of coffee and reset. So James, what's your first, second and third prediction? Let's have you. On the Poshiki, he's in the Alpine and he wants that fourth position off Ryan. So we're going to watch him tracking down this kick. Snooze has just gone into the pits in the Mercedes and he's going to have a stop. That Alpine's trying very hard to catch MJ Ryan, but it's a difficult catch because MJ Ryan ain't no slouch and he is cooking. A lot of separation going on, but I'm going to bounce down to Etherbright in here, Etherbyte in the Haas. Okay, James's prediction is Kieran first, JDM second, and MJ Ryan third. So remember that and see if James gets that right. And he thinks that Hydrogen is going to crash. Hope you're feeling the love, Hydrogen, but Hydrogen's in the second place now. On my IBN, he's in the pits and he's going to get on a set. What's he going into the pits for? Let's just have a look and see. Has he wing damage? No, he's not. And they've double stacked. That's going to cost a little bit of time. On go those medium tyres. And out he goes. 13 laps out of 27 and he gets Etherbyte gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So there is the speeding in the pit lane penalty starting to happen. On with one tagger. Oh, this is awful close. So Esky Boy, Tagger and Kieran in the Williams, these guys are fighting it. Inside move being made there. He nearly lost traction, but he's making it stick. And I'm on with one tagger. Look right behind him, right by his side is the Williams, and that Williams is Kieran, and Kieran's trying very hard to do a double overtake here. He's going to have to tuck in behind. It's left and right round this corner. This could end up in tears, but they've made it happen, and it's all happening very, very quickly round here in Monza. And the Williams is going for a move, and he makes it stick, and off goes that Williams, and he takes P7 over Esky Boy in the Ferrari. But Esky Boy's not going to hold back, and he's going to go for an inside move in the corner. Oh my goodness, that's not good. That is not good. There's going to be tickets. The stewards are going to be so busy tonight. Really, really busy. All I would say, guys, is keep it mature, put your tickets in, and don't do any moaning on Discord. Nobody likes to see it. But definitely there are going to be some debates going on tonight with a bit of careless and reckless driving here in Monza. On with Dirty Taffy. Kay Galley's looking like he's got a bit of speed, and he's in the Aston Martin, and I'm just going to see if he can make a move on this Mercedes off Snoozy. Fastest laps, Kieran, 1:22.281. So your race order now is this. In 1, Ferrari, and he's got a nice little interval of 2.8 seconds in the Ferrari. That's hydrogen. Then we've got MJ Ryan in second position. He's in the kick, and they are still on 11-lap old hards. In third, we've got De Gooner, and De Gooner's right back in contention of a podium tonight, and they are all penalty-free as we sit. Then we've got Poshiki, and he is in the Alpine. De Gooner gets a 3-second penalty, and that could be commentator's curse. He will be cross at himself for that. In fifth, we've got Kieran, 88, and he's in the Williams, and he's now in P5. Sixth position's Esky Boy in the Ferrari, but lots of penalties. Let's have a look at those penalties. There you go. There's your penalties. 3, 3, 3. 13 for Racing Hawk. 3 for Dirty Taffy. 3 for Kay Galley. 9 for Snooze. And 13 for Etherbright. 1 Tiger, Rock Robs, Thatcher's, LFC James and Cairns is all out of this race. Lots of people watching tonight. All really, really welcome along here to Monza with PSS Racing League. Kay Galley gets a 10-second penalty for a severe collision with Snooze. What happened there? Has there been damage? Let's see. Yes, there has. He's running with no end plates, so that lad is going to have to get a wing onto that Aston Martin. Etherbright, he seems okay, and Snooze, he's got an end plate missing on the left-hand side. So there's 2 pit stops are going to have to happen. But right now, we'll go back and we'll get back into the intervals and see who's who and where's where. On with JDM. He's catching the Aston. But De Gooner is no slouch. I can tell you, I've raced with this lad at some stage in my racing career. And I know De Gooner is a name that sticks in my mind. And if it sticks in my mind, he is definitely a fast guy. Well, he proved that in quali. So De Gooner is no slouch. And we're going to see De Gooner fighting now for a podium. But he is carrying 3-second penalty. And that Williams just gets that slightly wrong. And JDM is trying his damnedest to get back on into the DRS zone and get into the train here. On with Crossfrog. Crossfrog's trying to make a move on Rossi. Into the right-hander he goes. He's got 51% of battery, so I think we just might be getting, there's another 3-second penalty for Snooze, but I think we might get a DRS zone pass here, and he's going to have to make it happen before this chicane. So let's see if he can make it happen. Is he going to go inside? Is he going to go outside? He's going for an outside move. And he's not going to be able to make that move because that guy's braking so hard. And that guy is Rossi. And they're fighting very, very hard. Side by side they go. And Rossi makes it stick. Oh, look at this. Crossfrog says no. Esky Boy gets a 10-second penalty for cutting a corner. It's all happening here in Monza. I'm losing my voice very, very quickly on lap 17. Whether my voice holds out for another 10 laps, I just don't know. But this is madness. 10-second penalty for a corner cutting for Esky Boy, another one. So 23 seconds for the Ferrari, and he's starting to get a dartboard score here. Into the left-hander. On with De Gooner. De Gooner's trying to make a move. He's got that Ferrari and he's got that Williams and JDM. So it's Ferrari, Aston Martin and Williams in a battle here. And this battle is heading up to this right-hander, and this just could be absolutely frantic going in here. But the Gunner's got the pace. The Williams going for a flick move into the inside, doesn't make it work. He overbrakes, and the Ferrari takes that position, and the Gunner resets himself, and off he goes. The Gunner P4, Esky Boy P5, and JDM P6. Unbelievable stuff here in Monza, and I'm getting myself terribly excited. Cross frog. Snooze gets another 3-second penalty, so the penalties are awesome tonight. I can tell you, the stewards are going to be very busy tonight because there's been some really iffy stuff going on here at the PSS Racing League at Monza, and there's going to be some steward inquiries definitely tonight. On with JDM. JDM's tracking that Ferrari down, and Esky Boy is under threat by the Williams. The Gunner gets another penalty, so he's picked up 6, and they're side by side going down here, but the Williams has to tuck in, and the Ferrari takes position. Esky Boy's harvesting the battery, and the Williams is right all over the back of him, and there's going to be a move round this right-hander, tied up to the gearbox he gets, and he's now flying up the inside, and it looks like the Williams could just make a move under DRS. Click that button, off you go. Can you get into the right-hander before the Ferrari? Esky Boy's trying to hold him off. He's not going to do it, but he's going to have to do a late braking move. It's not going to happen. Ferrari gets it. Oh no, the Ferrari outbrakes himself, and the Williams has taken that P position back, but the Ferrari is right behind him, and they are fighting furiously for this P4 position. But the Gunner is holding it, and P5 is being battled for. Unbelievable. Here comes the Ferrari on the outside. Esky Boy gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Oh, look at the Alpine. The Alpine of Hoshiski is trying, and Hydrogen gets a 3-second penalty, and we're going to see a move here on the outside of the Ferrari. He makes that stick beautifully, and that Alpine gets himself up into P6, and he's now tracking down JDM, but the Ferrari's tucking in behind him, and the Ferrari is getting very, very squirrely, and he's starting to lose a lot of concentration, and I'll tell you what, Rossi's going to pick him off if he doesn't settle down. 1:21.801 for Hydrogen. Fastest lap, sir. Oh, that's terrible. There was a little bit of a knock there, and that was just, I don't know whether it was a knock or not, or whether it was just a little glitch, but that didn't look good. Whoa, my goodness, this is frantic. James, are you watching this? Are you watching the same race I'm watching? This is frantic stuff. The Ferrari goes into the pits. Why? Because he lost his front wing on that damage. He's also serving a penalty of the 10 seconds. He's got 26 of penalties, so he's clean out of this race. On with Kieran. Yeah, they are very, very aggressive. I think there's going to have to be a little memo put out to get these guys settled down, because the league can't continue like that. That's madness. On with Poshke. Here goes the move. There's not enough room being. Oh, he gets completely blocked out there, and that little mistake gets the Kraken through, and the Kraken's Kieran and the Williams, and the two Williams are together. Rossi gets another 3-second penalty. Are you ghosting, IBN? Do you want me to try and get you back in? Hold on a wee sec, see if I can do that. I don't see you. Oh, he's shut the game down. I'm cheering your AI on as well. I'm actually hoarse because this is crazy. This is bumper cars at Monza. Just while I'm on talking with IBM, I just want to let you know that I'm now doing commentary for that lads league on a Friday night. So I'm doing WERC on a Friday night, and I am now doing this on a Saturday night, and I'm also doing the World Cars on a Sunday night tomorrow night with this league in Monaco. That's if there's enough drivers. I try not to do commentary if it's under 10 or maybe even 12 because it's not much fun, and especially at Monza, I would have a very dry night doing commentary on 9 or 10 cars. So if any of you guys from WERC want to race tomorrow night in Monza, try and get that grid gathered up. IBN, get your lads into this league tomorrow night for a bit of World Car love and see if we can get a decent grid together, and I'll certainly jump on the comms for that one. Good man, thank you. Trying to find the battles, very few of them now, but JDM is in the pits. On with the Alpine of Poshiki. Let's have a look at the stops. There's your stops. So everybody, more or less, is on the tyres to finish the race. So right now, I'm going to go down the positions as they are on track. In 1, Ryan is in P1. He's also penalty free, so he just might be your race leader tonight. In 2 is Hydrogen in the Ferrari, but he's got the Gunner behind him, and they're both carrying penalties. So I'm going to look at the penalties as well. Let's see where they are. So you can see the penalty situation. There's a real chance for Kieran if Kieran can get his act together, not Williams, and tighten up that gap, because he just might get through there if he gets within 6 seconds of the Gunner. In 5th, we've got Rossi in the Racing Bull. And in 6th, we've got Poshiki, and he's making a move on the outside. The tyres are touching. What did you miss? Oh my God, you missed everything. Honestly, it's been frantic. That's IB29. On the Crossbrook in the Mercedes, he's trying to track down Poshiki. Okay, in P8 you've got the Raging Hawk. He's the race owner, or the league owner, and he's in the racing, or the Red Bull this evening. And then we've got W in the Williams JDM, and that is in P9. A lot of separation now to Dirty Taffy, and he is in P10, but he's got Esky Boy in P11, quite a fair bit behind him. Then you've got the ghosting car of IBN 18. He is in a fabulous 12th position, and he will get the Rolex watch, and he's not even in the car. Then you've got 13th position, and that's Etherbright. He's in the Haas. Kay Galley is in 14th, and Snooze is in the Mercedes in P15. One Tiger, Rock Robs, Thatchers, and LFC James, and not mentioning Kieran's, are all out of this race after such a good quali. On the Crossbrook. Lap 24-27 here at Monza. I'm Gavin Bass 1. This is PSS Racing, and this is Monza, and this has been one frantic evening. And I can tell you what, guys, if you're a steward of this league, get the kids to bed, because you're in for a very late night. Get in there, the ghost car. Oh, we're no battles, nobody's battling. These two, mate. This is back marker. His tires may be cooked, but he's 3 seconds ahead, but he's got 2 laps to go. Can he hold on? Let's see what those tires are doing. 21 lap old hards, but he's still out there. But look behind. Here comes Hydrogen. Looks like IBN. IBN, the ghost cars, holding back the Ferrari. Unbelievable. Just drive through them there, Hydrogen. The Gunners in P3. Lap 25 and 27. Let's have a look at those penalties again. The Ghost is getting the blue flag. Fastest lap this evening is Hydrogen at 1:21.801. Let's have also a look at the position changes. Biggest change tonight is 10 for Dirty Taffy. He is up 10 places from his starting position, and he started in P19 and he's now in P9. Also 7 positions up for Kieran, and he's riding a clean race. He just might get my driver of the day if he continues to keep it clean. Lap 26. But just look at Hydrogen. The tyres are busted in Ryan's car. JDM gets a 3-second penalty. He'll not want that. But I think this Hydrogen is in a position here. But you know what? Let's have a look again at those penalties. It's very important we get this into our heads. So he needs to win this race by 3 seconds. So if he's going to win this race, he needs to get past the kick of Ryan, and he needs to win it by 3 seconds. And that could be a miracle. But on track at the moment, he's in P2. On McCross Frog. He's trying to make a move on Puhowski. Rossi gets another 3-second penalty. So just look at those penalties. So looking at the penalties and looking at the DNFs, it doesn't take a quantum physics professor to work out that this has been an absolutely aggressive, at times slightly dirty race here in Monza. And as I said earlier, put your kids to bed, stewards, because you're going to be up all night. Hydrogen. BN18's hanging in there. Look at that. He's right in the middle of the Ferrari. He's ruining my stream. He's confusing the Ferrari driver, and the Ferrari driver is trying his best to work out what that ghost car's going to do, because the ghost car's trying to defend. Unbelievable here from BN18, and he's not even in the seat. Look at that. Oh my God, what's going on? Oh man, look at that. The Hydrogen is going to take it here. He's got himself into P1, and Ryan's going to have to tuck in behind. But they're racing, and they're going to try. Esky Boy gets another 3-second penalty, and here it comes. Oh! Ryan 1, Hydrogen 2, Daguner 3. In 4 is Kieran. Over the line comes Kieran in the Williams. This is all on track. Then you've got Rosso. The Gunners now into 4th. You've got Rossi. He's over the line in 5th on the track. Then we've got Pasowski. He's in the Alpine. He's P6. He's jumped up into P7. Oh, I am absolutely lost. JDM is coming round the final corner. I'll read all these messages out in a moment. Then you've got Dirty Taffy in P9 in that Red Bull coming round the final corner of the evening, and he's going to go over the line, and he'll be glad to get himself a drink of water after that race. Then you've got the Raging Bull, and that's the other Red Bull of the league owner, and that is him in P10. Esky Boy in P11 with 19 seconds of penalties goes over the line in the Ferrari. P11 on track, but he's going to drop down. So you've got a message from John Misfit John 86. I'm glad I'm not a Stewart for this league tonight. This was a Stewart in the last night with WERC. I have nothing to do. These guys going to be busy tonight. Yeah, they are. And James got one, got two out of the podium's finishers tonight. Oh, I am exhausted watching that race, to be honest with you. Unbelievable, furious stuff. And I think Raging Bull has got an essay to write tonight. And I think the drivers need to really listen and try and reset themselves. But you know what? Monza does encourage racing like that. That first chicane is a disaster. Those fast corners are a disaster. That is why it's called the Temple of Speed. Here's some details from the race. Race winner, MJ Ryan. Racing Hawk, fastest lap. Driver of the day, Esky Boy Jim. Most overtakes, Esky Boy Jim. Cleanest driver was Kieran in the Ferrari. And honestly, this was better. Fun race to watch, and like always, great comms. Thank you very much, John. That's Misfit John putting in some nice comments there about the commentary tonight. Unbelievable race, and we're going to go for the celebrations. And you know what? I'm going to play that lovely piece that the Raging Hawk put together again at the end of my stream, because I am just in love with it. I love stuff. I love creative people, and he definitely got very creative with this little put together, especially with Gavin Bass mentioned in the middle of it. Love that bit. Absolutely love that bit. And I also love the fact that he's trying to get different leagues in together, that helps fill up the grids, and it really does make for better racing and better viewing on the streams. So thanks to Raging Hawk, and thanks for IB18 for getting together and making this all happen, because I'm loving it, and I'm really, really glad to be on board with both of these leagues now and doing commentary, because it's bringing out the best in the drivers, and it's bringing a great wee community of guys together. On that community thing, lads, if you had any problems tonight with other drivers taking you out or that, do it the right way. Don't banter each other on Discord. Don't slag each other off. Don't be nasty to each other. Just put your ticket in and let the stewards do their job. It does happen, and everybody is learning and trying to get better each week. We've all been there. We've all started racing. We've all made those mistakes, and it does take quite a lot of time to master this game. IFC James, he's joined WERC, so you'll get to watch me again on Friday. Oh, God. I'm telling you, I'm starting to make a montage together for James already. It'll be a comedy. Honestly, it really will be a comedy. So while I was bantering away there in the background, I missed all the stuff that probably everybody needed to get. Have I got a race director? No, I've missed all of that. I missed the celebrations. I missed all the positions, everything. I missed all the important things. And yeah, these guys are racing tomorrow in Monaco. Let's try and fill that grid up. Let's get all of our yachts docked in the harbour, and let's get a full grid down in Monaco and have a great night's crack down there. Anyway, look, as always, ending the stream. Thank you very much to the Raging Hawk for putting this league together. All of you guys that are involved in this league, you honestly need to take a bow and wish this guy the very best. He's so enthusiastic. He's so passionate. He keeps in contact with me every day, letting me know what's going on. He wants to make this league absolutely fabulous. So stick with this league and really, really, really tidy up on that driving, and let's try and get a wee bit more tidy round the tracks in future races. But really fun to watch. It's going to be a belter to watch back. And thanks to the stewards and the admins that help Raging Hawk, and also once again to WERC on a Friday night for coming together with this league. Unbelievable stuff. I've been Gavin Bass. This has been PSS, which is Pure Speed Syndicate Racing in Monza, live tonight, and it was an absolute cracker. Have a fabulous rest of the weekend, and I'll see you all on the grid tomorrow night in Monaco. Good night.
engines growl, grids lock tight. Pure speed syndicate built for the fight. We don't play dirty, but we don't play slow. Respect on track, every rival knows. Weekend warriors, nah, this is a shift. Lap after lap, precision's the gift. Pin cool sharp, strategy loaded. Checkered flags ours, destiny coded. Saturday, Sundays, full attack mode. UK clocks ticking, time to unload. Quali short race, long nerves of steel. Yeah, we got assist, but skill runs real. Pure speed syndicate, crowds on fire. Wheel to wheel combat, fuel rubber desire. World car Sunday, no room for shame. Write it in bold, you'll remember the name. Rise, APX, VD cruise tight. World is sport racing, family for life. Engines screaming like banshees at dawn. Dreams on throttle, legacy drawn. Saturday, 8 PM, the lights go green. The syndicate's kingdom, on track we reign supreme. Sunday, 6 PM, the legends return. World cars ignite, engines burn. And it's not just racing, it's trust, it's pride. Clean lines, fair fight, shoulder to side. We battle, we banter, we laugh, we grind. Pure speed syndicate, one of a kind. Enter Kevin Bass, Irish Storm. 60 on paper but team form. Calls every spin, every dive, every wall. Makes mid-pack drama sound like a brawl. Fans on edge, jaws unhinged. Every risky send, every last lap binge. His voice is the fuel, the hype, the spark. Turns sim racing nights into history's mark. Ay. Every vex with the pressure, they push to the brink. Rise in the skies, faster than you think. VD on rails, carving every bend. World of sport racing, family to the end. No rivals here, just fire and grit. Allied on track, every piece fits. Together we battle, together we thrive. Leagues united, keeping racing alive. No soft start. Partnered leagues and syndicate steel heart. Per PX max push, rise takes flight. Lead runs daylight, world league ignites. Together we charge, together we stand. Titles won by wheel, not hand. Respect and speed, side by side. Syndicate pride, our eternal guide. Pure speed syndicate, engines scream. Partner leagues rolling, fans in the stream. Every flag dropped, carved in flame. With Gavin on the mic, you'll never forget the name.